Hi everyone, thought I'd do a quick video just showing you what I carry in my pack throughout the year. And that's winter, summer, autumn, spring. The contents of the pack, as you see now, doesn't change throughout the year. There are additions as we move into winter and the weather gets more severe and cold. But what you see here is what I carry every day. First part of the video will do the outside, what's carried on the outside of the backpack, and it will also cover the main body of the pack. The upper section will be a separate video. So we start with what I carry on the outside. So on the left here you'll see a foam seat, folds out, very good for having your cup of tea, saves you having a cold bum and a wet bum. On the right we'll see power juice. In the winter I may move that inside the pack rather than it getting frozen. Also inside here is a cover that goes over the pack. This pack isn't waterproof, so it's a waterproof cover, yellow one. It goes over the whole pack to make it dry. You'll also see a knife, very sharp knife, on the left shoulder, and we'll also see a small red light on the right shoulder. If you look further down, we've got my GPS. It's a Garmin 64ST, very good. And we'll maybe cover videos about GPSs, etc. But at the moment, this is a very handy one because it allows me to, it's got a carabiner, allows me to slide it up and have a look when I'm walking, and then slide it back down into its holder. On this below here, as it's a climbing pack, this is normally where you would hold a lot of climbing bits and pieces, but this is very handy as well, just to hold things on. On this side, I always carry a second carabiner. It's always worth having these just to hook your hat on or your gloves, etc. And we have one small pouch. Shall start with that one. So inside, most important, a map, compass. Put these to the side, and we have our personal location beacon, and we have our whistle. And that's pretty much what I hold within there. These things I need to get access to quickly. So that's the outside of the pack. I'll just turn it over and show you the back of the pack. The type of pack and what it is irrelevant really. You decide which pack you want. This is a climbing pack, which I prefer for walking. So I'm not advertising the pack itself. You decide whatever one you want. This is a 32 litre, so it's a day pack. The next thing is to open up the top and look what's in the main body. I'm now taking the contents of the main body of the pack out and just laid them out, so I'll just talk through each. We have an emergency jacket. This is rated to, it's like minus 30, minus 35 degrees. This will be used if I get into trouble enough to go inside my emergency bivvy. Put this on, keep me incredibly warm. It's a Rab, well worth having. We also have a waterproof jacket. This is again, what's this? Mountain equipment. It can be soft shell or whatever, it's up to you. Soft or hard shell, as long as it's waterproof. Next we have waterproof trousers. If you're going to get a pair, make sure you get a pair with the zips are fully up to the hip. This makes taking off taking them off and putting them on with your boots. These are Burgess. I also carry a jacket that's a general purpose jacket, or an extra layer on tan. I use it sometimes when I sit down and have my coffee as well. So it's again a very warm one. If I get slightly cold during the day, I could put that on. We also have our thermos and our container for food, etc. Next to it is my emergency bivvy, 2-person bivvy. I also carry a little blue bag, and here holds all my small bits and pieces. Generally throughout the year I always carry 3 pairs of gloves. I have 2 pairs of mitts and 1 pair of gloves. These mitts are excellent, very, very good. Even in the winter, they're very good. Waterproof and warm. I prefer mitts, as keep my fingers a lot warmer. Even the best gloves, when you separate your fingers, they're going to get cold. And the third set of gloves really are just very thin ones I can use. I also have the little tips so I can use my touch on my touch screen of my phone. These are RAB. Inside I also have my woolly hat, nice and warm. I have 2 buffs, a thick one and a thin one, and an extra cap, it's waterproof, that one, and a balaclava, very useful for when you're in a blizzard, and especially in the winter. Very good. So that's basically it for what I carry all the time. So no matter what, that is in my pack all the time. But obviously in winter we add a few extras. The first extra is extra mitts. Now these are very, they're thermal mitts. Very, very good. Great for when you've got your walking poles. And they work in conjunction with this glove here. So having this glove in your hand and into the mitt allows you to, take the mitt off and still have your hand covered. So these are addition to the winter. Also have spikes. If you haven't got a pair, get a pair. They're very, very good. Great for just going on your boots. Put them on very quickly and just give you a much more stable grip on ice, etc. They won't replace crampons, but on general kind of icy areas, they're very, very good. Ski goggles. Certainly if you've ever been in a blizzard, you'd certainly appreciate these. And of course the standard ice axe and crampons. I can right and left on my crampons. Mostly this equipment will sit on the outside of my pack. That's what I carry generally. Some people will add more, less, but one thing I don't like to do is I like to keep the same equipment, roughly the same gear in my pack virtually all year, except for extreme conditions where I can add in these winter bits and pieces. If you're carrying the same weight, it allows your body to get used to it. It allows you to become fitter. there's no point in, dropping all your gear in summer, and then in winter comes, you're trying to pile it back on. It does take time for your body to adjust to that weight. So it's not a good idea to put it all on to winter and then go out in the snow. You've got these two massive changes that will impact your fitness and your safety. Thanks very much for watching this, and you guys take care.